bucket has to be transferred over. This is so convenient, though. Being able to just turbo water it. I still hope we get the ability to automate this stuff. No mechanical-based survival sandbox game is complete without the ability to automate your own farming process. Alright. I'm just going to assume that we have enough... Well, we absolutely have enough seeds. So I'm just going to start making another thing. Surprised you can see your field in that darkness. It's just a little brighter on my monitor than what you guys are seeing. What I want to do is get some actual lamps down, but we gotta get... We have the generator and we have the batteries. Okay, so let's try and make the basis for a lit power system. Oh, we're gonna run out of scrap metal. Can I make scrap metal out of something? No, I might actually have to go kill to get scrap metal. Let's take a look at the weapon table. Oh. But he really wants me to make this whole wooden tent situation. Maybe we switch over to that real quick. Alright, I've got mushrooms. I'm pretty sure I can't cook those. Here, I'm just gonna pop that into the seed maker. It's actually a pretty good conversion ratio. Alright, we got cauliflower soup. It's not quite as good, so we want to do mixed meals. Let's see, will you do Ring Fit tonight if someone redeems it? Somebody already did, and the answer is no, I did Ring Fit yesterday. I will try and remember to fit it in tomorrow, but, rule of thumb always, you do not want to do high-intensity exercise back-to-back. It's not good for you. Well, I'd love to. I also need to remember that I am human and have limits. And will hurt myself. Okay, can I sleep? Yes, it is now daytime. You guys can now see. That is good. And it does not cost me food to sleep. Okay. So, big issue. I need to figure out how to make a furnace. Maybe it's under powered stuff? Oh, watering machine. But I'll probably have to wait on that one. And now I'm going to need more scrap metal to get anything done, it looks like. Okay. So that means I've got to go adventuring, which means we should probably clear out my inventory. Let's grab some of this stuff. I need a weapon. To make a club, I could make a heavy club. Because I don't think I can make iron. Oddly enough. Yeah, I have no idea how to... First camp, survive one night. Oh, I see. I don't actually know how to make... most anything. Well, let's just make a regular club. And then I guess we go hunting for things. Alright, I have the knife. Well, let's just continue to put away resources. Item radar. Is this something I use? Oh, plank. I didn't realize I had spare planks sitting around. Interesting. So this just highlights items that are on the ground. There's probably a better system than this. Let's see. So I've got a shovel. Let's just keep depositing things for a moment. Okay. Do we go back to that cave? My pickaxe is about dead, and I can't get another one. So I think we go look... Let's go looking for things to pugilize instead. And probably grab mushrooms just so I have something to eat. Though, I guess feeding myself is going to be very low on the... low on the list, at least for a bit. Yeah, I want to find these guys. We gotta pugilize. Because they're, like, currently my only source of scrap metal. To my knowledge. Let's see. Any plans for higher tier redeemables? Nearing 300k and redeeming Ring Fit just takes away from watching the wide variety of games I'd like to see here. So the big issue is, I honestly don't even know what would work. As far as, like, redeemables go. I found a temple. Pot. Pot. Okay. Because the big issue is the more that I have to do to, like, provide value for higher tier redeemables, the more it takes away from variety, which is a bit of... Oh, you're still alive. We should probably go make some armor at some point. Actually, I'm here. We found a temple. Where's my ship? Actually, I have no idea where my ship is. I guess let's just grab stuff as we go by. There's tons of gubbins on the ground. Abandon in-game action for 3 minutes. Oh boy. That could be really interesting. I feel like that'd almost be better as like a charity thing. The problem is stuff like banning an in-game action or turning on facecam is that all of my content is intended to go up on YouTube, and so the more that I like screw with things, or allow people to screw with things, the more it actually like is going to impact that, which is risky for me. And maybe it's not actually that bad, and that like it would generally go over well, but it's still just like I suffer from being this kind of like weird midpoint between both types of content creators. Let's see. 1 million channel points for a picky game to be streamed. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. Oh, there's some stuff up there. I didn't even notice. Yeah, I could consider it. I just I don't like channel points. It's an imposition, and while it is a reward for longtime viewers, which I do appreciate, it's one of those that like the more that I have to do. Oh, we do have a healing potion. I should probably consider that. The more that I have to do to actually fulfill those requirements, the harder it is for me to get everything else done. Which is tough. Okay. I think I have enough HP to fight one more of these dudes. This looks interesting. Wow, they hurt. It was my ship up this road. No. Okay, I found a camp, but it is currently, it's currently blocked. Yeah, so my personal preference for use of channel points is honestly for democracy. Whenever ooh, treasure. Whenever I put things up to a vote, I prefer people use their channel points there to really just absolutely destroy any semblance of fairness on voting. Channel points to be sound effects and whatnot. No! No. Boy, that'd be obnoxious. Like, what would even a good sound effect be? Because most of it would just, like, spook the shit out of me. My base? No. That's a Stonehenge. Okay, I want to go back to the building field. But also, once again, if all of my stuff is meant to go up on YouTube, it's really difficult to include that stuff without it being, like, actually a problem. Because I think it works fine with a live show, because there's kind of that impermanence to it. And then everybody's kind of in on the joke at the time. And it's funnier that way. It's a lot tougher if you're, like, watching later on YouTube, and suddenly somebody has, like, face cam. Okay, turning it on. And that, like, I don't want to say there's kind of a weird social contract with sites like YouTube, but you kind of feel like you're not supposed to, well, it's not like you're not supposed to, but the more I mess around, the more likely people are to just, like, peace out and go elsewhere. Yeah, the YouTube crossover makes it harder to balance. Yep. And so, like, if and when I somehow managed to become, like, giant YouTuber, you know, nothing can stop me, then, yeah, absolutely, I'd be up for that. But I am trying very hard to, like, how would I say it? That was not very good. Now, do I make another field for carrots? Maybe. I could probably do it. I guess my big thing is, especially this year, I'm trying to work slightly less and not more, and so that's becoming a bit of a, not a problem, but it's just like trying to balance it all has become difficult. I think a lot of it just has to do with the fact that I literally cannot go outside, which is like that is suck, no matter which way you think about it. Let's see. I think I might have to move some of these hotkeys around. Let's see. Still have my bucket? Yeah. And I got my meal. Okay. Let's just fill these out. Oh, we might want to get a second well in here instead of the seed maker. Just so I don't have to walk very far. It's probably not a big deal. Oh, yeah, we're going to get an auto waterer anyway, so I guess that's not a big deal, especially because of that. I'll have to see what the range is. Let's see. Hey, thank you, I'm Dave the Cow for the 14-month resub. Happy Sunday. Let's see. Recently, a VAC changed it to allow people to buy a single gameplay backseat suggestion. He's been super sassy about people backseating since then. Oh, is this what a VAC is doing? I was actually thinking about that. I might actually up the cost for highlighted messages and allow that, have that be the only way for anybody to actually backseat me during streams. Just because, like, I don't actually mind. I'm not gonna say I don't mind backseating. My biggest issue with backseating is that it often leads to kind of toxic interactions. You know, kind of in response to me. And so, like, it would not be a terrible idea for me to almost limit it, so it's just kind of like, if you want to give me advice, you have to, yeah, buy the backseat pass and have it be kind of expensive, so if you got a backseat, it costs a bunch, so you can't do it very often, and, because I'm sure many of you guys have heard me maybe make references to this, but way back when I was playing Breath of the Wild, I had tons of people driving by to say, like, Wander, you need 13 hearts to get the Master Sword. And, like, I would be swinging the Master Sword, and I would have somebody very aggressively trying to tell me how to get it, because they didn't even care to pay attention to what I was doing. They were just there to tell me how to get the Master Sword. And somehow, you know, that would help me, I guess. I honestly don't know. It was a confusing time. And it's like, I appreciate people wanting to help me, I really do, but that's not helping. That's just spam. And so I've been trying to figure out like a good way of doing it. And so yeah, actually having the evac method of you almost have to purchase it. These do not stack. All right, whatever. Having to purchase it almost actually makes a lot of sense. Is kind of like a, hey, you got to stick around and actually watch for a bit before you can just, you know, tell me what to do. Which means you might actually notice that I already know the thing that, you know, whoever is trying to backseat me. Can I get mushroom seeds? Of course not. And so that actually, I will probably redo things and set that up between stream, because that's actually a really smart way of doing it. You need 13 hearts for the Master Sword. Isn't that from the first Legend of Zelda? Maybe. Specifically, my experience with it was purely from, or purely has been from Breath of the Wild. I haven't actually played the OG Zelda ever. Gosh, I have a lot of crap tools. Okay, it's about to be nighttime, so I don't think I want to do too much. Do I have an axe? No, I don't have an axe. I do have a couple of pickaxes, though, if I want to go mining again. It won't stop people from coming in and spouting off without it anyway. But it will limit it, and it will set the culture of the kind of expectation. So yeah, people will still drop by and just spam me with junk regardless of, you know, what I want. But at least there's kind of that sense of, like, this is how you do it. At least it feels healthier to me. I'm sure it won't work, but it feels better. And that way I can say you didn't buy the backseat pass and people aren't yelling at me. It's like, how dare you tell me not to tell you what to do? And it's like, ah. I hate the fact that this topic comes up like every single day. Shell's even complaining about it. Let's see, do we get the armor table? Yeah, let's get every table just in case. Oh. These are a bit bigger. That's unfortunate. Okay, well, I'll probably move some of these around. So if I have fabric, I can make a lot of this stuff. I don't have a whole lot of fabric, at least not here, and I have no idea where my crash site is. And this just lets me make potions. Where the heck do I make ore into things? Fabric. Oh, cauliflower gets turned into fabric. Huh. I'm hoping to do the survive one night thing. Oh, it's still growing. Okay, so iron axe is too expensive. What about a scrap axe? I can't make the scrap axe either. Huh. Alright, let's just sleep. Okay, so now that we've properly slept, let's actually just go talk with Rusty. These are still growing. Can I just warp to that? No. Oh, no, I should keep the marker next to this. Maybe he'll point me in the direction that I need to go. Let's see, how much inventory space do I have? I got a lot of tools and a lot of food. Maybe we can dump off, at least for a moment. I might need another chest. I can probably just dump some of these and be okay. Where did I put those oxygen filters? There we go. This is why I like area sort, like, quick stacking in games. There's nothing better than being able to just, like, walk up to a bunch of chests and being like, hey, please deposit all, you know, stackable resources in nearby chests. I wish more games had that. Gosh, I think, like, only Terraria has that, and then most other games you either have to have some kind of automated sorting system instead, which is not the end of the world, but it's certainly not what I'm looking for. Let's see. Well, I know this hurts, but we need to kill as many of these guys as possible. This is pretty much the only way I'm going to be able to make a single tool, as I currently am. Good to see you again. What's your plan? Our main goal will be to activate all filters, but let's start with the basics first. There are 2 research stations on this biome. If you can power them, I'd find the exact location of oxygen filters and other locations. Where can I find the source of energy? There's a shelter near your ship. You can take a moment to search it. I'll come back to you if I find something useful. So now we know where our ship is. So that's probably our ship. Maybe. Seeing this and your confusion about some of the logic reminded me of Craftopia, which recently got a huge update. I'm not... Oh, gosh. I think they actually were, like, contacting me about some kind of sponsored thing, and I just kind of ignored them, because I can't in good conscience play that game to some degree for money, because I would just shit on it mercilessly. It's just a little too jank. That said, I will probably play it again. I don't know. I don't like sponsored content. It's super uncomfortable for me, and I don't enjoy doing it. So, like, I'll do it for a couple of games if the game is really that good. I really like the fact that there's only, like, it's kind of an angular camera system here. Oh, well. Anyway, Shell and I were watching a thing on... oh, there's the battery. Shell and I were watching a video on reward systems and why many games feel like they have kind of trash tier rewards, especially like looter shooters and MMOs, that whenever you complete a quest, it doesn't really feel like you accomplished something major, in most games. Oh, did my club run out? It probably did. I'll just run from combat if we see it. But like when you complete a quest in a video game, usually you get like a small amount of EXP and a small amount of money, and that's about it. And you're just kind of like, I didn't really enjoy that. And so they're talking about the psychology behind this, and that there was a study X number of years ago where they had a bunch of kids drawing, and they had 3 groups. There were the kids that were told, draw something and you'll get, you know, candy or a reward of whatever it is. Was it the video by Seamus Young? Maybe? I don't know. Shell found it, not me. But effectively, you had the group of kids that were told, draw something and we'll give you a reward, a prize, or whatever. So the kids drew something. Then you had the kids that were just given pencils, papers, markers, whatever, and just told to draw. And then you had a third group that was told to draw, you know, pencils, papers, and everything, but they were not told about a reward. And they studied afterwards the caliber of the drawing and the general enjoyment that the kids had with the drawing, and whether or not they kept drawing after the fact. And they found that the kids that were told to draw with the expectation of a reward stopped drawing afterwards. They didn't enjoy drawing nearly as much, and the caliber of drawings were worse than the kids who were just given pencils and papers and just let to run free and draw whatever they wanted. They actually, the ones that had no payment, actually did better. And then the third group, which were the ones that drew, and then were given a reward after the fact, just as kind of like a, oh, hey, you earned this. Those were the ones that I think were happier in the long run, though I'm curious about the sustainability on that one, so I'm not entirely sure. And so I find whenever I do a sponsored video on a series, I actually am way less likely to stick around and play more of that game, because psychologically some part of it is tainted. I don't know why, but that's just how it is. I found the battery. That should be enough. The first station's not far away. I marked it on your map. You should also spend some time on your equipment. This could be a dangerous place. Yeah, but how do I forge anything? I don't know. I guess we'll just wander around. It's like, if you know you're doing it for yourself, you do a better job. Exactly. Oh, wait, no, I'm still on... Ow! Let's not get shot in the back because death. Let's just go home for a bit. Because, yeah, we definitely need some new equipment. But I need to figure out how to smelt, otherwise we're dead. Okay, inventory. Let's pop one of those, otherwise dead. Okay, so that should heal me. Next up, let's bring tomato out. This way we get some tomato seed. Okay, I gotta go... Let's save. I haven't saved in a while. Let's go settings. We want to do controls. Okay, so inventory is going to have to be tab. Building mode is going to have to be... Honestly, B. That should be better. I like being able to press tab to pull up my inventory. It just feels really weird if it's anything else. Let's eat some food while we're at it. That should kind of heal me up. Tomato seeds. There we go. It's in one of the tabs in the building menu. Now, that's fine. My biggest issue always with backseating is when it's unasked for and like it's super... Well, okay, there's two types. Really, I should actually get this video done. I have a like I said, I have a video that I'm prepping to talk about this, just as kind of like why it's such a weird issue for me. And a lot of it comes down to the fact that it's often very negative. You know, OMG, how could you miss this? Are you brain dead? Are you blind? And it's just like, it's so easy for it to just turn into browbeating. Or, you know, just telling me things that I already know or didn't want to learn. Like, hey, you should keep an eye out. You're going to need the, what's a good example? I'd be like starting Dark Souls, and it's like, you're going to need the rusted iron ring to be able to walk around in water comfortably. You find it by going here and here, and it's just like, boy, that's early. I don't need that, but that's helpful. I'll keep an eye out for it. Thank you. We need that auto water though. Now, obviously, if I'm splashing around in the water and I'm like, oh my god, why can't I walk around like this? You know, holy shit, this is terrible. And you're like, hey, by the way, there's a ring that fixes it. Yeah, that's when it's super justified, probably. Okay. So what do we want to do? Right. I remember how to build. So... Okay, so we've tried everything there. I have no idea what this is. Blueprints are probably for replacing things. Electric furnace. Of course. I think I just moused over it and missed it. Okay, so I'm going to need a battery. So let's go find our generator and our crystals. Oh, there's one crystal. I've got a bigger stack than that. There we go. There's all of them. And I've got plenty of scrap. Okay. Build. Power. Battery. Windmill. Make another one of those? No, I need more generators. And also lamp. We might want to try daisy chaining some of these lamps. But I guess I'm out of electronic scrap. Okay, that's fine. As long as we've got this furnace, life gets a lot easier for me. Okay. Can I... Oh, boy. Oh, no. Okay, how many of these can I make? I need electronic scrap. Let's see if I can get some more. There we go. I got plenty in my inventory. Is too full though. I might actually need that. Let's move over the carrots. There we go. No, I need regular scrap and electronic scrap. Anyway, this is painfully slow, so let's expand the amount of furnaces that I'm running. Otherwise, I am going to be here for hours trying to smelt anything. Now, if there was conveyor belts or, like, area sorting, it might not be so bad, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah, it's gonna take a hot minute. It's gonna take way less of a hot minute if I have this set up, though. Just have to... God, everything is full. Okay. At least build a couple more. It looks like we're going to need another battery. Uh-oh. Might need more scrap metal. Oh, no. There we go. We have just enough for another battery. And no more. I'll take what I can get. Build battery. Okay, that'll have to do for now. Hopefully, we'll be fine. Because it doesn't look like these furnaces have that much power draw. I kind of wish I could actually... Can I interact with this? Nope. I was really hoping I could interact with that and actually see what my power network looks like in terms of, like, input-output. But 5 furnaces seems to be more than enough to actually get what I need done. Especially if I want to work on some other things, like inventory management or farming, while I do so. Speaking of,